What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So Charlemagne the God has officially apologized to Monique after hearing what she had to say on her Club Shay Shay interview, okay? So Monique is leveling up, okay? First of all, kudos to her, Cat Williams, and everybody else that has touched the seat, those leather chairs at Club Shay Shay, okay? It's doing wonders over there. But I want to let you guys hear what Charlemagne had to say. And then, of course, DJ Envy and Jess Hilarious chime in as well. But this is important because he did my girl dirty, but he apologized. So let's get into it.
I was born a donkey. It's the donkey of the day. For the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlemagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey of the day for Thursday, February 8th goes to the Breakfast Nubs. Or should I say Breakfast Nub, which would just be me. Okay?
Singular.
Yes, Charlemagne the God. Jess told me I should do this because Monique is from Baltimore.
Absolutely.
And that's her aunt, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I'm a sweet baby.
Yes. And if you don't have anything to do with this, Jess Hilarious has nothing to do with this because she just got here Monday. Okay, together us three are the Breakfast Club, but I am the Breakfast Nub, all right? That's what Monique called us on Club Shay Shay yesterday. Well, called me on Club Shay Shay yesterday when she was reminiscing over the time she received Donkey today. Let's listen to her on Club Shay Shay.
We were able to do the special, and we appreciated them saying, listen, how can we work this out? Now, you know what happens with that? People were having call-ins when I said, this is not right. I was donkey of the day. Remember that? Mm-hmm. I was donkey of the day. The Breakfast Nubs called me the donkey of the day. That's what they said. And they had a whole call-in about how I was donkey of the day. But you didn't do the same thing when you found out we settled. Now all of a sudden, don't nobody know what a settlement is. It was really, really quick. We just won't throw it away. So with that Netflix special, it was just like, no, guys, I gotta stand up.
Now, if you remember Monique back in the day, like 2018, called for a boycott of Netflix, saying they lowballed her. Monique said in an Instagram video that Netflix offered her $500,000 for a comedy special, and she pointed out Amy Schumer was offered $11 million, Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock $20 million. I gave her donkey of the day for that because it was, in my opinion, that Monique, wasn't on the level of Dave, Amy, and Chris, and she came on Breakfast Club and said this.
And what happens is when you're basing off of what you're assuming, and then you give me a title of Donkey of the Day. Is your mother still alive?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're from what city in South Carolina?
Moncks Corner, South Carolina.
Moncks Corner. And if I was to call your mother or your grandmother, could they tell me stories of inequality that they had to deal with?
Absolutely.
So would your mother be a donkey?
No.
Would your grandmother be a donkey?
No.
I need you to explain how you gave me the title because you're not explaining it. You're going off of what I assume. But because you're on that microphone, and when we open up these microphones, we know just how powerful our voices can be, don't we, Angela?
Yes, we do.
And we know that what we say can become law. Correct, Lenore?
Absolutely.
So when we do that, we must then explain it to our community because we know how poisonous it can be when we put things out, but we can't back it up. We just say it.
She's right. Netflix ultimately ended up taking back their offer, and then in 2019, Monique sued Netflix for failing to negotiate in good faith. The federal judge in the case sided with Monique, and in 2022, the lawsuit was settled out of court. Dropping the clues bombs for Monique, okay? Here's the thing. I've said this before, and I've said it a few times on this radio. When it comes to that point, Monique was right. I should have minded my black-owned business, okay? And she's right when she speaks on the power of the microphone because people from Netflix were definitely reaching out to me behind the scenes, and they tried to explain why Monique didn't get the money that Amy, Dave, and Chris got. Doesn't matter what the conversation consisted of. Just know, as I just said, Monique sued them, and they settled. So there clearly was some validity to the injustice that she spoke of. Monique, you were right. Okay, I've said that before on this radio, and I'll say it again so you hear me. I had no business speaking on your business, okay? There's absolutely a pay discrepancy for black women. Black women are typically paid only 67 cents for every dollar paid to white men, and the wage gap actually widens to 65 cents on the dollar for black women who hold doctorate degrees compared to white men with the same education, okay? Not to mention, all the proof is in the pudding. When you see a company as big as Netflix with all the money Netflix has, they could have dragged this out, okay? They settled with Monique, okay? And still put out a Monique comedy special, all right? We've heard Taraji come out and complain about the pay discrepancy in Hollywood. Look, we can have a million conversations as to why that is, what that is. The moral of the story is there's too many black women out here with the same story. Okay, Monique, God bless you, sister. And if you have never heard me say this before, or if I've never said it because I was born in 1978 and my memory is not what it used to be, I apologize for being wrong. Okay,
say it again.
Man, shut up.
No, seriously, your kneecap.
I am, because
you need to go ahead. Yeah.
Say it again.
Could y'all stop
Say
for me a
clearly.
moment?
That's
Okay?
crazy.
I apologize, Monique, for giving you Donkey of the Day, because once again, regardless of how I felt about the situation when you were in Netflix, I had no business in your business and broadcasting your business, and it was Envy's idea to open the phone lines for people to comment on your business. Wasn't mine, okay? But I truly, were you gonna apologize?
I apologize, Monique.
Okay.
And I think you should apologize to her husband as well.
What do you got to do with this?
Because it was both of them. Both of them was doing this, and both of them felt disrespected. That's her manager.
He wasn't here.
He was here. He was outside. You should apologize.
He's
to her
always
husband as well.
around. That's the thing. He's always here.
He was.
He called?
He called in. Yeah, apologize to the husband too.
Well, apologize to her husband. I apologize to her husband, Sydney, right? That's his name?
Sydney.
Yes.
I truly, truly, truly pray this apology is received by you, Monique, and I hope you heal, because I feel like when I hear somebody talking about something for a long period of time, that means they have been holding on to it and it's bothering them in some way. And as a therapist once told me, if you don't want your peace disturbed, don't disturb the peace of others. I clearly disturbed your peace. I heard Donkey of the Day mentioned in the intro to your Netflix special. I heard you talk about Donkey of the Day on Club Shay Shay. Monique, I apologize. I want peace. I want us to heal whatever this is. I want that for everybody you mentioned in the Club Shay Shay interview. I truly pray for peace and healing for us all. Monique, I want that for you. I want that for me, because I love us for real. Please give Charlamagne the God, a.k.a. the breakfast snub, the biggest hee-haw.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You're doing what's right. Sitting over there looking like a wannabe ass Bokeem Woodbine.
I just knew you had something to say.
Yeah.
I just knew it.
I'm going to keep on saying you look like DJ Paul Nub. That's what you look like. And his look a little better, I think. Yeah.
You like my damn, my like.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was hilarious. Shout out to Jess Hilarious, because she's absolutely right. I'm glad that she made Charlamagne the God. I don't know why he calls himself that. He is not a god. Well, he's not my God. I'll say that. But I'm glad that she had him apologize, because he was dead wrong for calling Monique a donkey of the day. Especially, she brought up the age thing, right? She compared herself to his auntie or his grandmother. And if y'all saw that episode when she was on there, she compared him to a man who essentially would walk his wife into a plantation owner's house and wait for her to leave. Like she dragged him for filth. She kept calling him by his government name, Leonard, okay, throughout the whole interview. Because one thing Monique gonna do, she gonna speak her mind. But I will say this, I am glad that she is speaking her truth. She's speaking truth to power. I definitely cannot wait to hear all the good things that's going to come from, the Dark Matter tour and everything afterwards, right? With Cat Williams. And Charlamagne needed to be checked, because too often, Black women, because we are at the lowest point when it comes to the social hierarchy, right? Because we're Black and because we're women, right? And Kimberly Crenshaw talks about this in her own, academic scholarship with intersectionality. Not to get all academic with y'all, but I've studied it out. And so Charlamagne thought it was funny, okay, that Netflix devalued and did not pay her worth. And Monique said, it's not funny, it's not a game. And after she, took it head to head with Netflix, then she aired him out on Club Shay Shay. I'm not mad at it, okay? Because Charlamagne, it seems like every person seems to have a problem with Leonard, not just Monique, but it's been many people. If you guys remember way back when he was getting tussled, scruffed up a bit for running his mouth. Yes, that microphone is very powerful. And unless you have, things that can be proven true, things that, don't necessarily punch down, because that's what he was essentially doing, right? He was saying that basically she was a donkey of the day for asking for too much, but closed mouths don't get fed. And if she didn't ask, she wouldn't get. So I'm glad that even Jess was, calling him a big fake bookie mama. And she said his shiny bald head looked like a kneecap, a nub. That's exactly what she said. Monique called them the breakfast nubs. Monique is funny, okay? I want better for her than her last special on Netflix, because I think that's the only time I've watched one of her specials where I didn't laugh. I have to be honest. I didn't like her last one, but overall with her career, everything else that she's done, she's been really funny. So I'm looking forward to the Dark Matter tour, and I'm also looking forward, like I said, to what else she has going on past that. But good job, Leonard. You owned up to it. You apologized. Envy apologized. He got enough to worry about with the IRS, flipping NJ, and the last thing he needs to be doing is worried about what Monique got going on. Because, sir, you got the feds, the FBI, the IRS, half of New York, the folks that you done scam, because New Yorkers, they don't play, okay? They do not play, and especially about their money. Yeah, y'all got a whole lot more to be worried about than what Monique is getting paid. But anyway, y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on what Leonard said to Monique in regards to his apology. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And I will talk with you in the next video. Take care, Aces. Bye.